What is good, everyone? OJ over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE News. Today we have some awesome information on Gabe Newell from Valve praising Pokemon. We also have some Travis Strikes Again at No More Heroes improvements to the build that's going to be at PAX East, and also Chicken Wiggle from Jules Watch'em, and I probably said his name wrong, terribly sorry about that, Jules, but I follow him on Twitter. Chicken Wiggle, that game has been funded on Kickstarter. We got some more details on that, so let's go ahead and get right into this. And we are starting off with the Valve big boss himself, Gabe Newell, talking about Pokemon, and he is actually praising it quite a bit, which is something weird, I guess, with Pokemon. I know he's praised Nintendo in the past, but I haven't really heard him talk about Pokemon much, so let's go ahead and get into what he had to say at a recent media event. Quote, "When you look at post-Magic the Gathering, for us there are a couple of certain interesting points along the way, like the sort of designers and people who are thinking about customers. Pokemon did this amazing job of doing, still probably the benchmark for saying, if you're trying to do a game, if you're trying to do a trading card game this well, if you're trying to do linear media, they really have done it better than anyone else. It is still the most single valuable entertainment franchise in history, more than the Super Bowl, more than certainly any of Valve's products. More than Harry Potter, Pokemon is that. So that's why that's important." Now, he also noted that he thinks that Pokemon is awesome and did really clever stuff throughout the TV show, but they're not trying to kind of emulate what Pokemon does with their own products. But it's cool to hear Gabe Newell, who is super accomplished himself, obviously. Valve, Steam, they've done something that nobody else has done. Steam and Valve is pretty much one of a kind. I mean, you have some other services out there that have tried, like the EA Origin, and then you also have Good Old Games. I mean, there's other stuff that people go on to get PC games, but Valve and Steam, that is pretty much the go-to for most people. So I think it's kind of like one genius praising like another genius when it comes to their IPs, but he's absolutely right about Pokemon. There hasn't been someone that has done it better when it comes to the multifaceted approach to marketing, to IPs, to your content, video games, TV show, trading cards, then you also have toys. There's all sorts of stuff with Pokemon, and over the past 20 plus years that Pokemon has been around, it has definitely done that better. The IP is super valuable. If the Pokemon company said, you know what, we're closing up everything, we're selling this, you would have billionaires everywhere trying to pool resources to purchase this brand more so than anything else out there. Pokemon is insane in terms of its popularity just because it has a grasp on such a wide age range of consumers. You have people as young as even like 3 or 4 getting into Pokemon, then people as old in their 50s or so into Pokemon as well if they played it back in the day when it first launched. Of course, you have the really important you have the sought-after demographic of like the 18 to 35. People in that age range absolutely love Pokemon because a lot of them towards the late 20s, 30s, they all grew up with Pokemon in terms of when they were teenagers or kids. So Pokemon is in an amazing position, and obviously that leads into Pokemon Switch, right? We have that title that's going to be coming up at some point soon here. So I do feel that Nintendo is in a great spot, and to hear this praise from Gabe Newell of Valve is actually really cool, and of course gratifying for the Pokemon company, considering what Gabe has done when it comes to his business and what they're doing over there on Steam and at Valve. So what do you guys think about what Gabe Newell had to say with the Pokemon franchise? Do you agree with what he says? Do you disagree? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the next story here, we have some Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes PAX East 2018 gameplay footage, and this footage actually shows off some improvements along the way from the last build that we saw with GDC, so that's interesting to note. So Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes was shown off for the first time at GDC, and that was this past month. It was really cool. I did a reaction video to it. Make sure you guys check out that reaction video when you get a chance. But however, Grasshopper Manufacturer will be back at PAX East, and they have some new footage being planned for there. Now, Famitsu got an early look at some of this content that's going to be in the PAX East demo, and it shows off some new moves, it shows off new effects, improved environments, better camera angles, new items, item placement, dialogue, and the second phase of the boss battle fight. So there's a lot of stuff that's still happening with this game. It's still evolving and getting better, and that's exactly what I want to see when it comes to this title. Now, Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes definitely has split the fan base somewhat. There are some people that are thinking that it's not that great. There are some people that are thinking that it looks really cool. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, but as I look through some of this footage here and kind of see some of the gameplay improvements, what I like the most about it is how smooth it is. That's the one thing that Travis Strikes Again, or not Travis Strikes Again with this title, but that's the one thing that No More Heroes, it's never been a smooth running game. It's never been a game that you can get in and just kind of fluidly do all the moves. Now, don't get me wrong, it's fun. It's a really cool game, and it's not a horrible game when it comes to the combat, but compared to other games that are in the same third-person view and everything, it's just not quite as good as like Bayonetta and God of War and some of the other games out there. But this game has a little bit different mix, a little bit different flair to it in terms of what they're trying to do, and it does run cool. They have some more supernatural powers in there with like the tiger and other stuff going on there. So I'm just excited to get back into the world, get back into the action, see the fluidity of the combat, see all the different types of attacks that you can do, doing the tiger attacks and doing all the different stuff that you can get, all the crazy stuff that's going to be in this game, and it's just something different. I played No More Heroes 1, I played No More Heroes 2, both great games. No More Heroes 2 is a little off the wall, but still both great games, and I'm just looking forward to Travis's next adventure. So I'm taking kind of a fresh look at it and kind of coming in with a blank slate when it comes to it, because we haven't had No More Heroes in such a long time, and Travis is back, you know, and the gameplay looks fun. It just looks like a cool kind of top-down-ish brawler out there to where you can slash people up, you can do special attacks, fight boss battles, and there's going to be different varying styles of gameplay as well. So I'm looking forward to playing it. Now, that doesn't mean that the game is going to be 100% better than No More Heroes 1 and 2. I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to say that this game looks so much better than those. I'm just saying that I'm willing to give it a chance, and I like how fluid the combat is. I like how you're using beam katanas. I like the special attacks that you can do in there. I just kind of like the flow of the battle and how everything is playing out compared to what they've done before, because like I said, No More Heroes 1 and No More Heroes 2 came out right in the middle of some of the best action games that I can recall when it comes to like DMC4, Bayonetta 2, God of War 3, all of those games, and all those games just have better combat when it comes to the third-person type of view. So I'm looking at it as a fresh slate, and I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, and it's just another game to play. It's just another game to play, so it looks cool. So what do you guys think about some of this new gameplay footage for Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes? Are you excited to get your hands on this game, and are you going to be playing the game at PAX East if you're in that area? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the final story here, Chicken Wiggle. Yes, this game, Chicken Wiggle, it's made a long journey over from the Nintendo 3DS, and a Kickstarter campaign that was asking for $30,000 is funded, and I'm so happy for Jules because he's had a failed Kickstarter before. They hit their goal of $30,000, and on top of that, there's still 4 more days left to go with Chicken Wiggle. So if you're keen on some of those stretch goals, you might want to head over to the link in the description below and check out the Kickstarter page, guys. I'm actually heading over there right now, and I wanted to see what some of these stretch goals are going to be, because I love the way that this one looks. Obviously, Chicken Wiggle, not the best name, not the best character, right? I mean, I think playing as like animals or playing as chickens and stuff like that necessarily isn't the best way to go about marketing your game or bringing out a game, but at the same time, the gameplay in this, in terms of what you can do, level editor and creator, and being able to share online is actually really cool. Now, checking over some of the stats here, over $30,506 raised as of right now, 4 days to go. Like I said, over 1,500 backers. So I want to go over to some of these stretch goals here, guys, just because I think it's really cool, because you can download levels, you can share levels, there's all sorts of stuff, but I wanted to see what they had for stretch goals. So if they hit 35,000, they are going to have a new orchestral soundtrack. If they hit 40,000, they're going to have new unlockable fun towers, and then there's like a mystery stretch goal as well. So they have funded it, but with $5,000 more dollars, we're going to get a better soundtrack, and $40,000, you're going to get more towers. So maybe it can reach that 35. I don't know if they can reach 40,000 in the next 4 days. They need a pretty crazy push to get those more fun towers, but at the same time, they could reach that 35,000 within the next 4 days here. So I'm really happy for Jules. I like what's going on with this game. I'm probably going to pick it up as well. And we'll see what's going on in the future when it comes to other Atool games, because Jules has a lot of stuff planned for the Nintendo Switch, and I'm really happy that this game got funded. So what do you guys think about Chicken Wiggle? Did you guys back it on Kickstarter? What about Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes? Are you liking some of this gameplay here? And of course, Gaben, the Gaben is back with some praise with Nintendo when it comes to the Pokemon franchise. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. Facebook and Twitter got some cool social media for you guys. Give us a follow and a like on there. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the internet. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages, and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. Plus, we also also have PE Arena, where we play games for 4 hours on the Saturdays, and you guys get to vote on the poll. It's a lot of fun. We just played Fortnite and also Pokken Tournament, and G5 absolutely destroyed all of us, so shout outs to G5. So hopefully you guys can get in on the next one. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you ninja for the next video. Peace.